Hey guys, it's Mr. Matthews. So this is actually our last week that we're going to be doing these packets. So next week we'll have a few classes together, and it won't be about this. So I'm just going to get right into it. Hope you all are doing great. I miss you. I hope I get to see you next week. So this is Mutation, episode 3. So this is called An Astounding Turn of Events. In episode 2, TJ and Emmy returned to the cabin, where Emmy began changing into a mouse. They decided to go back to the lab, where they hoped to find someone who could help. The bumpy ride in my brother's shirt pocket ended when he stopped outside the laboratory fence, and as if things weren't bad enough, it started pouring rain. "Let's try to find someone," I said, as drops of water plopped onto my head. "What did you say?" TJ asked, tilting his head downward toward me. "Remember, I only hear squeaks." I let out 2 squeaks to mean yes, so he knew I understood, and hoped that someone was working at the laboratory who could help us. As TJ trudged along the chain-link fence, we spotted a man with a long beard and scruffy white hair loading boxes from the laboratory into a van. I squeaked 2 times and pointed my hat to get TJ to approach him. Okay, I'll go over," whispered TJ, narrowing his eyes at the odd-looking stranger. "Excuse me, sir." The man glared at TJ and growled, "What do you want?" Feebly, TJ muttered, can we, can I talk to you for a minute?" "Stop stumbling over your words. Speak up and tell him what happened to me," I squeaked, knowing TJ couldn't comprehend my words, but hoping he'd sense my meaning somehow. The man inched closer, and I spotted a name tag pinned to his chalk white coat that read, "Dr. Timothy Z, Geneticist." He pushed his wet, messy hair out of his eyes and demanded, "What are you holding there in your pocket?" TJ raised his voice over the sound of the pouring rain and said, "We were here a little while ago, me and my sister, and, well, she saw a cool rock on the other side of this fence. It was an amethyst, probably from an igneous rock, for my rock collection," I squeaked, even though they couldn't understand me. "Wait a minute, you mean to tell me," the man said, "that you were trespassing around this laboratory when that sign over there, plain as day, tells you expressly that this is private property and trespassers will be prosecuted?" "Yes, sir, I know, but my sister Emmy, she can get overexcited about these things sometimes and ignore directions, and, well, she really wanted the rock, you see, for her collection, so she squeezed through the fence to get it, and—" The man crossed his arms over his chest and interrupted. "She squeezed through the fence, and what?" "And, well, a mouse jumped out of nowhere and bit her. And now my sister mutated into a mouse," TJ explained, lifting me out of his shirt pocket and up to the fence to meet the man's eye level. "This is her. My sister is a mouse." "You expect me to believe that? That's the most preposterous thing I've ever heard," the man chortled. "Mutation of that magnitude is not possible, and even if it was, why would a mouse come out of nowhere to bite your sister? Whatever trick you're trying to play, it's not working, so just get out of here before I—" At this point, the rain had sputtered to a drizzle, and TJ pulled out the cell phone, his hands trembling. "If you want, she'll tap out a message on the phone." TJ lowered the phone to me, and I tried with all my might to control my shaking paws until I was able to tap. "It's true. Please help me." I think the man was in shock because he tripped on his own feet and fell over, right onto the muddy ground. He got up and tried to swat the muck off his laboratory coat. "This is an astounding turn of events," he said, more to himself than to TJ and me. "This could only mean the mouse that bit your sister must have been contaminated." "So do you think you can help us? Or is there someone else here who can?" TJ asked, glancing around. The man folded his arms, and after a pause he admitted, "I'm not sure, kids. This is some predicament you've gotten yourselves into, and scientifically uncharacteristic. If only Professor Bickers were here, because she might know of a way." He pulled at his scraggly beard and paced. "But wait, maybe we can try something. Follow me into the lab, and let's just see if we can't do something about this." All right, that's part 3. Now I'm going to ask you the 4 questions. Question 1. What is the main problem in this episode? A. TJ does not get Emmy back to the lab fast enough because it starts to rain. B. TJ has to find a way to get Dr. Z to explain what is in the boxes near the van. C. TJ and Emmy cannot find the amethyst rock that Emmy wants for her collection. D. TJ and Emmy have to find a way to convince Dr. Z that TJ's mouse is Emmy. Question 2. Read this passage from the episode. The man crossed his arms over his chest and interrupted. She squeezed through the fence and what? And, well, a mouse jumped out of nowhere and bit her. And now my sister has mutated into a mouse. Which is the closest synonym for the word mutate as it is used above? A. Transform. B. Extend. C. Conceal. D. Isolate. Question 3. What causes Dr. Z to believe TJ's story? A. TJ shows Dr. Z the amethyst that Emmy found by the fence. B. Emmy squeaks clear answers to each of Dr. Z's questions. C. Emmy uses the cell phone to type out a message to Dr. Z. D. TJ lifts Emmy out of his shirt pocket so that Dr. Z can see her. Question 4. Think about the episode. Which is most likely to happen next? A. Emmy will bite TJ's finger to let him know that she does not want to go into the lab. B. TJ and Emmy will rush to the lab with Dr. Z to try to find a way to help Emmy. C. TJ and Emmy will call Mom and Dad to get their opinion about going to the lab. D. Emmy will run off to look for Professor Bickers and TJ will go to the lab with Dr. Z. Well, there we go. Those are your 4 questions. Go ahead into Schoology, take the quiz. I'll be back with part 4 and part 5 later this week. Let's see where this story goes. I hope the school district gives us all the parts to finish it out. All right, miss you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.